How's it going? This is EssentialCast, and welcome to another Rambling with Blake. This is not what I wanted to do. So the past couple of days, I've been having trouble with the recording software, and yet again, it's because of a new Windows update. Every single update seems to make it harder and harder to record. It's the most irritating thing to work with. I have full intentions to get a new computer soon, because this one, it's so irritating. I hate it so much. But I've been trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with the recording software. I've been trying to figure it out. I've tested another one, but it's difficult to find one that's not like $30 to $40. I found ones around that price, and that's some of the lowest ones I've found. And then, like, finding one without a watermark is kind of difficult also. There's one I was working with, but it's not good. It's just not good to work with. But I'm gonna keep looking for the next couple of days. I'll probably do stuff like this. I was going to do a video with like my camera and just like set up and just basically do this, but with my camera instead, to where just to do it that way. And I could not frame it properly. I just don't have the right, like, my current setup, I don't really have like a place to put it to where it's not like awkwardly close. Because all I was getting was like my head and like a small portion of my shoulders. So I'd like to have it like to where it's kind of like a full like chest up type thing. I just need to figure out how I'm gonna accomplish that. So I'll figure it out. I might have to move to like a different area and stuff, like just like put the chair in like maybe like the opposite side of the room, and then just like set up a tripod of sorts. I'll see. I'll work with it, because I'd like to do something like that. Just it'd be a little bit more casual, but next couple of days I'm gonna try to figure out what I can do. So I'm gonna be working with that. So yeah, it's gonna be a pain to find a new one, and I know it's gonna be like a few days once I find one, because like I want to test it in like all sorts of different scenarios. Like when I first found my original recording software, like before I recorded my very first video, I took 5 days and worked with it. Like I tested it for like 5 days straight to see like if like it would work properly, and if it would like pump out like quality things. And so it's gonna take a bit for me to sort it out, but I should be able to get it sorted out pretty soon. I just hate that this is gonna like mess up the schedule. I was kind of getting on the ball with it. I had it all figured out. I had a schedule figured out, and it didn't work. There was this one I was testing that did support Facecam, and it could do what my old one did, like the one I used up until this point. It basically worked the same thing. It was easy way to actually like record both like Facecam and like the screen and stuff, and it was putting them together really nicely. It was easy to work with. However, there were times where the Facecam would just either lag or disappear completely at times, and I don't know what that's all about. I'm gonna do a little bit more research, see if I can find something that will be better. There's someone walking around outside my door. That is loud. Okay, so I have absolutely nothing planned, honestly. I didn't even plan on doing anything like this until, like, Wednesday. I was planning on doing one of these Wednesday, but, that seems a little bit, out of the question. So we'll figure it out. I'll get it figured out. So what can I ramble about? I'm sure like I'll find something. Like I generally like just start rambling about something and then like I'll just go off on like something random, and so it's kind of like difficult to, or it's kind of not really difficult like once I kind of get on the move. Like then it's kind of casual, but then like as I've said, I will reach a point in it to where I will not, just can't think of anything like else to speak of, and that's why I said these I don't often get them to like any certain length. Like they all vary in length. Like the very first one was a half an hour, the second one was an hour, and then like they've kind of varied. Like I've had ones, I think I've had one that was like 13 minutes, and then I've had others that are like, I'm looking this up now, but I've had other ones that have been like just 20 minutes tops. Okay, so let's see. I can just scroll through the playlist actually. Why am I not doing that? Do I have a... Oh, I don't have it right on the front page. I guess I'll just scroll through my playlist until I find it. How far down is this? Oh, wait, hang on, where is it? Oh, there it is. It's right up top. It's the very first one. I wish there was a way to view a playlist. I wish they'd go back to how it was, where you could view a playlist without playing the first video. That's how it used to be back in the day. So let's see. 32:47 is the time of the first one. 32 minutes, 47 seconds. I'll just read off the minutes. 54 minutes, 17 minutes, 24 minutes, 47 minutes, 44 minutes, 26 minutes, 17 minutes, 23 minutes, 20 minutes, 16 minutes, 20 minutes, 19 minutes, 20 minutes. Oh, that's actually, I've done more of these than I thought. Some of these I actually call episodes, and others I just slap the number right on there. I think I'm probably gonna not put the episode number, because this doesn't necessarily seem like a series like the other ones. It just seems like a casual thing, like just sit down and just speak. I think I might do that because that's kind of how I started these off, and stuff. Like the very first one I just did because I was curious how this new mic would be. Which actually, what's the date on this one? Let's see. April 17th. So yeah. Oh, hang on. So, today actually marks 1 year and 2 months since I got this mic. That's nice. I didn't even realize it was the 17th. This week has really thrown me off. Like this week in particular, I cannot remember the date at all. I think it was the same a few days, was it the last rambling video I did? I did something similar. Like I was just thinking, like, wait, what is today's date? I don't even know. I think it might have been the last one, possibly. Oh, something else. This is just go back to that. I'm not sure if the last few videos I recorded, with the exception of rambling videos, because that's an Audacity, not the recording software. That's why I'm able to do this. I don't know if the last few episodes had any problems. Because I wouldn't have noticed like that the episode of Fallout I recorded yesterday had problems had I not like noticed like something like a weird like fluctuation in like the audio and stuff, like random like sudden silence. If I hadn't noticed that, then I wouldn't have known that yesterday's video was like corrupted at all, or like distorted, or whatever you want to call it. But I wouldn't have even noticed that had I not like gone through and like seen like the gap in the audio. So I'm not sure. If you've seen the last few episodes, or the last few videos, can you put in the comments if any of them like had any problems with them? Because I don't know if any of them have actually had any problems. And so that's something I'm kind of curious about, like, and if I did pump something out that did have problems with it, then I want to just right now, I'm going to apologize for that, because that was unintentional. That was just a problem with the software. Ever since this thing updated, this computer updated, I don't like it. I hate it. Destroy it. Just kill it with fire. Kill it with fire. Yeah, it's just, I don't understand why Windows finds the need to update like once a week. Pretty much, that's pretty much how it is. But it seems like every time they do, I always have a problem with something I work with. Like, it almost seems like they use more like RAM just to do the basic functions of it and the background functions, because I've noticed things that'll like in games that'll like load perfectly, but suddenly like they just don't run properly. Here, like I've noticed that in like when I play a game in like my free time, like off camera. But here's an example: Fallout 4. I don't remember the episode, but there like I had to get rid of some followers and stuff. Just had to send them back because I was having problems. Like they wouldn't like. It wasn't running properly, having them all and stuff. It was like completely making the game mess up. But I had been doing that for like months before that, yet I had no problems then. It was just suddenly having problems, and actually like there was an update just before that episode. I'm not sure if it was the day it was recorded or the day before. Usually it updates like overnight, so it might have been the night before that it completely like interfered with it. And I thought it might have been coincidence at first, but then I thought like then I kind of thought back on like problems, and I haven't mentioned that episode. I'm pretty sure this is because of an update. And you can't turn off auto updates because they removed that function. They seem to be removing a lot of things now. I think I mentioned in the last rambling video, the latest update actually removed the Battericator, and I had to go on the Windows like store and download an app just to know what my battery's at. Because normally it would have it either like in the, just look at it and it's like right there. That wasn't there. They removed it. Oh, what? Oh, hello? My recording software is on the fritz. Is it working? Is it hello? I'm gonna try to keep going, see if this working properly. Alright. But before that, they ended up they ended up changing where the they ended up changing where the indicator or not indicator. I just mentioned that. They ended up moving where the, oh, it stopped again. Okay, well, it's catching up, alright. They ended up moving the control panel. Before, you just right-click on the icon, bottom left, you just click on control panel, but you can't do that anymore. Because they ended up removing that, they ended up moving it, and so, like, you had to search through Cortana to find it, which was one of the most ridiculous things at the time, I thought. Well, now I think the battery icon's the most ridiculous thing, because every single piece of technology has an icon for that. Or not like every single one, but like every single computer, every single phone, those type of things. Even like game systems, or like I'm referring to like the portable game systems. They've all got like some sort of like indicator of where, like, what your battery's at. But that's kind of ridiculous in my opinion, and I hate them for it. I hate Windows. I'm not sure if I hate them more or less than Apple, because like I don't really like Apple. It seems like everything, in my opinion, their technology, like some of their stuff is pretty good, but it's overpriced. Like I looked. Here's an example. Like I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, like about this. If I wanted to, for some reason, which I don't know why I would do this because I have a perfectly functioning phone now, if I wanted to instead like get the latest iPhone and just like stop using the one I have, I would be paying over 9 times what I did for my current one. That is ridiculous, because this one's got good RAM and works perfectly fine. However, I know some people who have had the latest iPhone, the iPhone 10, or X, whatever you want to call it, is a Roman numeral. It is straight up a Roman numeral. However, like, I know someone who has one of those, and they're like, this thing is not that good. And, yeah, I believe that. So yeah, Audacity's on the fritz. I'm going to hopefully this works. Hopefully everything is running fine, but I'm going to end this here, so thank you so much for listening. And I'm sorry about the lack of uploads. I'm going to try to get one of these out as much as I can. I'm going to figure things out like I always do. I'll get it sorted out. But anyway, thank you so much for listening. That's all for this time. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to like, comment, tell me what you have. Also, be sure to share and subscribe for daily uploads. I hope you have a fantastic day. And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.